Liz Hedin, and I'm your Norwex Independent Sales Consultant. I am going to show you everything there is to know about our amazing mop system. Our mop system, when you buy it as a system, comes with 4 pieces. It comes with a base, which is here. It detaches from the handle with 2 pushes of these buttons, comes off, reattaches just by pushing them in place. It is Velcro on this side. This is where your mop pads are going to attach. And then your handle is telescopic. So it can come way down here for your kiddos to mop. It can go way up high, but where you want it is chin level. That's going to be ergonomically correct. You just give it a twist to the right, and now we're in place. Now your mop system is going to come with 2 mop pads, and we have 2 different color options. So always refer to your tags on your mop pad. That's going to clue you into what mop pad you're dealing with. This is our dry mop pad in yellow, and so it says dry on it. So make sure you're using this mop pad dry. Your mop system is going to come with a dry mop pad and a wet mop pad. This is our blue and green mop system, and then we also have the rose gold, which comes with a champagne color mop pads. Really beautiful. So for this one though, our wet mop pad is blue, our dry mop pad is yellow. And what we need to know is for our dry mop pad, this is going to statically cling to all the dirt, dust, grime, hair, pet hair that's on your floor. It's going to trap it and hang on to it. So before you start, you're going to rub it together, get it statically charged. It has a nice thick pile, so it's really like a dusting mitt for your floors. And all you need to do is put it down. You're going to push the base onto the pad, and there you go. You are connected. It's on the base with Velcro. Then you're going to use a figure 8 to sweep up all the debris on your floor. The figure 8 just keeps everything in the front of your mop pad and make sure you're not leaving anything behind. It can go under furniture easily, no problem. One more thing that makes it super simple to use . I'm also going to show you how well it picks stuff up. So here is some flour. I'm going to put this down on the ground. I think you can see it from there. And I'm going to use just my dry mop pad to pick it up. Can you see all that flour? And again, you want to use figure 8 when you're using your dry mop pad. It's going to pick everything up. All right, then we can show you. Okay, so there's all our flour. There's some hair hanging off, dirt, grass, not even sure. Okay, so then once you're done dry mopping, all you need to do is take it over to your trash can or outside, and then you're going to want to use a rubber brush. So I always highly recommend our rubber brush when you're purchasing our mop system. This is going to keep your dry mop pads clean in between uses, so you're not laundering them every single time you're using them. So all you need to do is brush it off. You see that? Into the trash can or outside. And now your mop pad is good to go for more uses. So you just take it off and then hang it up by its loop to dry, or just hang it up in between your uses. This guy's gonna always be dry. So once you're done with the dry mop, you're gonna follow up with the wet mop pad. Now quickly, I should mention when you are dry mopping and you're using your figure 8s and you come to the end and you have a pile of bigger debris, so think Cheerios, Play-Doh, whatever is larger, you are gonna have to pick it up. I don't want you to be surprised by that. What you can do oftentimes is press your dry mop pad into the pile and it'll pick up a lot of it, but whatever is remaining, you just grab your Enviro cloth and throw it in the trash and you're done, good to go. Okay, then you're gonna follow up with your wet mop pad. Now your wet mop pad is our amazing microfiber going to work removing 99% of germs, bacteria, viruses from your floor. So everything that's getting tracked in on your shoes is getting picked up using only water and microfiber. Amazing, right? Your floors have never felt so clean. Not only that, but you're picking up sticky residue, mud, whatever else is on your floors. Food from my kid's high chair, all of it. All you need is water and microfiber. And what I'm gonna do is our glow germ demo, which we've done for you a bunch of times, using raw chicken and whatnot. So I'm going to move you down here so you can see the square pretty well. That's where we're gonna do our glow germ. I'm going to, this is where we're gonna do our glow germ. I'm going to get the glow germ. This is a powder that glows under black light, and it's made to replicate germs, the size and shape, and it's used to give us a visual and help students in the medical industry learn proper hygiene techniques and hand washing and things like that. So for our purposes, I'm gonna sprinkle it down. I'm gonna rub it around, and then I'm gonna hit it with the black light, and then I'm gonna mop it up with our wet mop pad, and you're gonna see how well this mop pad and water is removing bacteria from your surfaces. So, can you see that? So the black light hitting the clean tile floor is purple. The black light hitting the glow germ is blue. Just wanna make sure you can see that really well. So here's our blue glow germ all over the floor. We want it to be purple when we're done mopping. So I'm just gonna take my wet mop pad. It's wet with water. And that's it. And now I'm gonna use my black light to check. Check that out, all purple. No glow germ anywhere to be seen on my floor. Just a purple square. That's fantastic. That's amazing. And that's 1,000 times more effective than any other mop system that you're using. Let me move you back up here so you can see me go. So when you're using your wet mop pad, there's two ways to do it. You can take it over to your faucet. Let me put this down. You're gonna take it over to your faucet, you're gonna run it under cool water, and you're gonna wring it out really, really well. And then you're gonna stick it onto your mop like I just showed you. Another option is you're starting with a dry pad, this but dry, and then you have a spray bottle and you can squirt your floor as you go, and then the microfiber in the water is going to do the same job. It's gonna pick up everything off your floor. So, those are the two mop pads that come in the system. In addition to that, we have two other mop pads that you might find useful in your homes. For me, as you can see, I have a ton of tile. My whole downstairs is primarily tile. This is our tile mop pad. It's teal and dark blue. The dark blue is nylon that's woven into the mop pad. And so that gives it a little more scrubbing power. I love it on my tile floors. It's fantastic. It operates just as the blue wet mop pad. I put it under my faucet, I squeeze it out, and this is gonna scrub, scrub, scrub. If you have a lot of tile in your home, I do recommend it. If you don't, if you just have tile in your bathrooms or tile here and there, you can get away without it. Your wet mop pad that comes with your mop system is gonna be fantastic. In fact, I didn't get this for a couple months after I had my mop, and it was fine. My floors were great, they were clean. I knew they were bacteria free. They felt amazing, they shined, and then I got this and it just was that much simpler as far as scrubbing up kid messes and things like that. All of our mop pads, I should mention, are safe on all flooring types. So tile floors like mine, real wood, laminate wood, concrete, whatever you got, these are safe for all flooring types. And it's because you're only using water and microfiber, and you're only using a small amount of water. So it is meant to dry very quickly, so your floors are clean and shiny and no damage to any sort of flooring. So safe for all floor types. The last mop pad that we have is our green chenille fingers. You can kind of see, it's just like our Enviro wand. This is a dry mop pad, meant to be used dry. It's going to, let me just put it on here, it's pretty cool. Move around your floors and pick up all the dust, dirt. It's really, really great for pet hair. We don't have pets or dogs or indoor animals, but it does a phenomenal job of trapping pet hair, and it also does a better job at picking up those bigger particles that I was talking about with your other dry mop pad. The fingers are going to grab on a little bit better, and then you're just going to use your rubber brush again, and you're going to brush it out, and it's going to be good to go for your next use. So this is another really cool mop pad. See that? See all that big chunks jumping out of here? Another really cool option for a mop pad, the chenille finger. And then lastly, what I want to mention is the two different size of mops. I always recommend the large size mop if you're mopping, you know, anything more than one room, which most people are. You're gonna definitely benefit from the larger mop. But I have some customers who have fifth wheelers and RVs, or for me, myself, I keep my large mop downstairs and I keep my small mop upstairs, because upstairs all we have are bathrooms and a laundry room, and so it works great to have one of each. But I wanted to give you a size difference. Maybe it's kind of hard to see with that. Okay. So this yellow is our small mop pad, and this tile is our large. So you can see there's a pretty big difference from large to small. So if you notice that on the website or the catalog, there are two different sizes. And two more tricks I wanted to show you. One, I've talked about how the Enviro wand can attach to your mop handle. So let me show you that really quick. If you have our Enviro wand, this is our awesome little dusting tool that can attach to this handle. And now you literally have no height restriction on what you can dust. You can bend this, and now you're going to be able to reach your tops of ceiling fans, your crown molding, think skylights or anything that's really up high. My ceilings aren't that tall, but if you have 12-foot ceilings and beyond, this is really going to help you out and reach all those impossible to reach places. Okay, so that's our Enviro wand attached to here. And lastly, what I wanted to show you was, not only is our mop phenomenal at cleaning, you're never going to buy pad refills or cleaning solution refills or any of that ever again. These are warranted for 2 years, meant to last you many, many more than that. My aunt has had her for 5 years, her mop. Oh, and she's only replaced her wet mop pad in 5 years. That's $30 in 5 years of mopping. But it's also great at spills. If you have little ones or kids or spills, I just want to show you one last trick. I'm going to move you back down here, and I'm going to spill some milk. So, can you see me? Woo! Okay. See some milk? Now, you can always use our kitchen cloths, our kitchen towels, but if you have your mop handy, you are going to be really surprised at the absorbency of these mop pads. Let me get this before it travels too far. It's going to soak up all this milk, and then all I would do is run it under water, get the milk rinsed out of my mop, and run it over the floors so I can get that kind of sticky milk residue up, and you're good to go. No crying over spilled milk, as they say. Check it out. And it's gone. So that's our mop system. It's wonderful, it's fantastic. It's one of my top 3 favorite products from Norwex. It's a must-have if you have any sort of hard floors in your house. Like I said, tile, wood, laminate, whatever it is that you got. This is safe. It's going to change the way you feel about mopping. Your floors are never going to feel as clean as they do once you use the Norwex mop system. And best part is 99% of bacteria is removed from your floor. That's amazing. And there's a lot of milk on this mop pad. Let me just get that up real quick. So, amazing mop system brought to you by Norwex.